So you're thinking about moving to Cedar Hill, Texas, and you want to know, well, what's around Cedar Hill and what's it like to get to the airport? What's it like to get to downtown Dallas? Are you going to be stuck in traffic? Is it even a good place to be? Is there anything to eat around there? Well, that's exactly what we're going to get into in this video. So definitely stick around. I'm going to walk you through on the Google map and show you everything you need to know about Cedar Hill. And then after this video, if you haven't already, you can check out the full vlog tour on Cedar Hill as where we actually take you out and show you all around. But we're going to walk you through the map. That way you can get a good idea, get a little bit of an orientation of Cedar Hill and everything around it. And let's just get into it right now. All right, so here we are looking at Cedar Hill, and you can see it's right down here in southwest Dallas. Of course, you've got Dallas right there. You've got Cedar Hill just southwest here off of Highway 67. So this is 35E. If you take 35E and continue to head south, you will hit Austin this way. If I can even spell it out, but I think you get the idea. Oh, my mouse seems a little stuck. Anyways, all right, Austin down on 35. 67 actually goes where I'm from, which is Stephenville. So I'm just going to call that S-Town, Stephenville. That's where you would take 67 all the way down there. But anyways, enough about me. We're going to clear that out. So you'll see it right there. And if we look at Cedar Hill and we do little directions here and say, let's say Dallas, Texas. Now, of course, this is going to give you 19 minutes right there, but I will tell you, if you're going to be driving into Dallas, if you're going to be commuting, then you can probably guess that 20 minutes is going to turn into at least 40 minutes to an hour, okay? So just think about that. Of course, everybody will be heading into Dallas, but it's not too far. Again, 19 minutes, only about 16 miles to get into downtown Dallas. Now, not a lot of people do work in Fort Worth as well, but again, Cedar Hill is not usually the first place where they choose if they're going to work in Fort Worth, but you're going to have a little bit more closer to, it's 30 miles, but you can see even with traffic showing right now at this time frame, that would take about 50 minutes, but I would still probably give yourself probably around an hour if you're going to make it into Fort Worth. But yeah, heading into Dallas, maybe not an hour. It's probably usually about double if you're a little bit traffic. But I tell you what, traffic here in Dallas is not that bad at all. And here's the thing that you want to keep in mind with, actually, let me clear that out. If you think about this in Dallas, look at this. You see all this space around here and all this green space as it continues out here. There's nothing out here stopping Dallas from growing, okay? Nothing at all, okay? There's no mountains, there's no hills. There's a little bit of elevation changes outside of here. You start to hit a little bit of hill country whenever you get out here in this area, but you can easily build around it. This is not like Houston that is backed up on the Gulf. It's not like Austin where there is hill country and several lakes and rivers around there, which kind of lock it out. You can see we have our lakes here in Dallas, but we got room to grow. And you've got highways. You've got highways to grow. Look at this. And you can see the loop. So the 635 loop, you got loop 12 as well that goes in the middle. And then you've got George Bush that actually starts right there. George Bush that goes all the way around. And you got 121 above that as well. So if you look up here, there's 121. Anyways, they're just going to keep looping out here in the Dallas area as far as the eye can see. Now, here in Cedar Hill, you got two options. You could head straight up 67, or you might cut over to 35. They actually just finished some pretty extensive road work on 35, so that's going to be a huge benefit getting into Dallas from there. So you might test out both ways, but I think 67 is still going to be the faster route, and they are doing some work on 67 on there as well. So probably over the next few months, that's going to clear up quite a bit. But I will say this, my favorite thing about Cedar Hill is going to be the Cedar Hill Park right here, okay? So we got Cedar Ridge Preserve right here. Here you got Cedar Hill State Park. You can see it's backed up right here on Joe Pool Lake. This is one of my favorite spots right here for hiking, biking, anything you want to do according to the lake. You come down here, all around Estes Park right here. All of this down here, you can gain access. They have some very extensive hiking trails all around here, around Cedar Hill Park, Estes Park. You got Lynn Creek Park over here, Joe Pool Lake. You've got the designated swimming area, and you've got Cedar Ridge Preserve. You got Lloyd Park at Joe Pool Lake. So all of that around there, you can come into here. You definitely check it out on our vlog tour. You can go camping. They've got pads, concrete pads. They've got regular spots, picnic tables, everything. You can go in there for the weekend or the week. I mean, I guess as long as you want to stay. People pull in their campers, everything that they have in there, they'll hunker down. Definitely a great place to go for the weekend if you want to just get out and feel like you're out there in the country, because it's heavily forested throughout here. And again, you get anywhere on the lake, especially on this side, you're going to get those sunsets because you're on the east side of the lake. So you'll get some really nice sunsets over on the other side of the lake. It's beautiful out there. And again, that's one of my favorite spots to go hiking. I already said hiking, but hiking, it's a great thing to do out there and a lot of fun. And you look over here, you've got everything you need pretty much right along 67. So look at that. You got a Hobby Lobby, Home Depot, Chick-fil-A, very important, right? Cedar Hill Village, JCPenney. That's, yes, they're still in business down in Cedar Hill. That might be the last JCPenney open. You got the Cinemark 14 going on right there. You've got the Market, Burlington Coat Factory, Kohl's, all your shopping. You can see everything is condensed right here, right around Highway 67 in this main area. And then if you go to our vlog tour, you're going to see the historic district right here where we went and toured you around, started out, got coffee over there, went to Babe's Chicken. If you haven't been to Babe's Chicken and you love Southern comfort food, that is the place to go, and bring your appetite when you get into Babe's Chicken. There is a lot to eat there, okay? So it's just something to keep in mind. Now, you've got a couple little shops around, not quite there's Babe's right there. Not quite the hustle and bustle of a downtown area, but you've got Sam's Pizza, you've got Fat Girls Barbecue. I missed that one. I bet that's pretty good. Fat Girls Barbecue. They got a 4.4, so you definitely want to check that one out right there. Let's see. Sweeter Snow Cone Shop. I bet that's pretty good too. And 1846 coffee. I was going to say another. I knew it was a number. Wasn't sure which one, but 1846 coffee. You got the Cedar Hill Museum of History right there. And again, you go to Babe's Chicken. Just, by the way, sides are unlimited. You order chicken, of course. You can get like fried chicken or barbecue chicken. That's really kind of like the two options. They will bring you almost the whole bird if you just order once. Then the sides are unlimited. They just bring them to you, refill as much as you want. The biscuits as well, biscuits and sides. I mean, you could really pack it on right there in Babe's Chicken. So take your appetite. You're going to see there's several other parks kind of scattered around here. You got Cedar Hill High School. You've got Virginia Weaver Park. You got Parkerville Park, all scattered through here. And also, let's check out to the airport, because that's also very important. DFW International Airport, if you're going to be a commuter. That's going to be a little bit of a trek right there. So let's see, 26 miles. It says 30 minutes to get there. Yeah, I would say on a clear day, probably closer to 45 minutes, because of course you can come out here to 67, hit I-20, and you can take 360's right there. So you can take 360 straight up into the airport if you want. You can also do, is that a 114 right there? Let me see, clear that out, or 161. So 161 right there, 360, and that will, either one of those will take you right into the south entrance of the airport. Very important to know that there's a south entrance and a north entrance of the airport, okay? So something else, you got south entrance here, north entrance. Of course, coming from the south, you always would likely want to go into the south. Now, what I made the mistake of doing once was selecting like those parking spots, the little buses that take you to the airport. I booked it on the north side, and of course, I'm coming to the south side, so that would have been easier, and I ended up having to drive all the way up to the north side, park my car, get in the little parking spot thing, and then go in there. And then whenever I got home, it took me back there. It just, adds an extra 5, 10, 15 minutes. But if you're coming from the south side, you don't want to have to go around. So north entry or south entry, that's what you want to look at whenever you go in there. Of course, if you're coming from south, you want to check that out. But you can see here, again, Cedar Hill on the southwest side of Dallas. Mansfield, that's a great area down there. Midlothian, there's a lot of growth happening down there as well. Waxahachie. You can see this is where we're expanding. And this is something to keep in mind, is that, again, growth is happening all throughout here, the northeast, the north, throughout here as well. It just keeps growing and growing and growing in Dallas. I mean, Forney, Kaufman County right here, the number 3 fastest growing county in the country happening right now. Everything, Salina's up here, Prosper. Salina's positioned to have twice the population of Frisco. And we got so much room to grow out here. I mean, Weatherford is blowing up over here. Everything. The thing is that there's so much happening here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that the growth just continues. And I know people are looking at what's currently going on in the market, but we still have companies transitioning here. Actually, on our last live call, we touched a little bit on the news. We talked about, Goldman Sachs positioning 5,000 jobs here, Caterpillar over 1,000 jobs. Those are just the 2 biggest companies within the last couple of months that are making their move here. Overall, companies, corporations, people, they're moving here to the Dallas area. Extremely business friendly, tax friendly, freedom friendly environment. And it's really great. And there's more room to grow. So we are still experiencing a lot of clients coming in, a lot of them transferring with jobs. If they're in that position, they have to make the move and they have to find a house, and they know the value of home ownership. And so that's what they want to look at. We had Brian, our mortgage advisor, 2 weeks ago, and he said, if anybody wants to move here and rent, he's more than happy to buy a house and get you in there, because there's still good opportunity and a lot of homes right now that you can really lock in a great deal right now. Now, interest rates, again, people are always asking right now about interest rates, but the thing is that they may go higher, it could go lower. You have the opportunity to refinance. So it's just something to keep in mind. I know we're a little off subject of Cedar Hill right now, but the main thing is that Cedar Hill's in a great position in the Metroplex. I'm going to go back to the map real quick just so you can get a good eyes on as well. Again, everything you need. That pretty much sums up what Cedar Hill is about. Otherwise, you got all your residential area. You can see all right through here, residential through here. You see it's a lot more spaced out over here where you get closer to the park, but there are a few homes over here. Actually, I was going to show you real quick. There's only about 97 homes in Cedar Hill listed. Now, if you really want to get up there, I was going to say, check this one out. The most expensive listing in Cedar Hill, it is 599, so almost 6 million. Look at this and look at those sunsets. Now, beautiful landscaping there. Let's see. We've got 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and a fireplace. You got 4 full baths. You got a half bath, and you have HOAs only $1,200 annually, so that's pretty good. Man, $800 a square foot. That's pretty up there. So let's see. It's a Cedar Hill High School. Something to keep in mind. Also, let me cover that real quick on Cedar Hill. Population is going to be around 48,000. Median home value around 189,000. 71% of the people in Cedar Hill own their home, so that's really good for your homeowners there. Median rent around $1,475. Schools, let's see. Yeah, schools are going to be public schools, not really well known for their public schools, but the high school football is pretty good there. I mean, almost anywhere you get into high school football into Texas. Let's see if we got 8-car garage, 24 acres. Now we're talking 24 acres. That's what I was looking for there. Look at that sunset in there. Look at all that. I mean, backing up on the lake. Beautiful. Look at your back porch right there. You can oversee the lake. That's got to be awesome. Now, I'm not really a fan of the interior. I'm not a fan of circular, I like more straight lines. Definitely dated. This is going to need some, I mean, it's move-in ready. You could definitely move in there. It's going to need some work though. I tell you what. But 24 acres right there, southwest Dallas on the lake. That's pretty nice. That's not too shabby. I mean, this definitely is an entire gut job unless, I don't know, somebody's definitely going to tear this thing down or make a really good Airbnb right now. That's something else. Check out our last live stream where we got in with Zach about investments here, Airbnb, multifamily, all those opportunities. So that just gives you an idea. You can get just 20 minutes south of Dallas, be on the lake, 24 4 acres. That's absolutely amazing. So anyways, we hope you found value in this video, and be sure to check out the vlog tour or the next video that gets recommended coming up. And until next time, well, we hope to show you around town.